And a good day, all of you. Jean Henderson Pierre of the Beverage Ramble. Back again with you, another Beverage Ramble edition today. Looking at Hard Rock Long Island Iced Tea, 10%. This is one of their cocktails that they have out right now currently. If you go to the website, Hard Rock Long Island Iced Tea, 10% ABV. Put it in my rock glass because, hey, an alcohol beverage with artificial and natural flavors. So, anyway, I'm gonna say artificial flavors. You never know. Might be some other stuff in it. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I did the MD 2020. Like I said, folks, I have been pretty much on the fence on doing a lot of these cocktails or these mixed drinks or whatever. I've done the Cayman Jack, I've done the Smirnoff Ice, whatnot. I did the Mindy 20 Orange and a few others, but there's just, again, I'm still on the fence about these, but I was like, So, anyway, 10% ABV. They say there's only two flavors out there of this. You have the Hurricane, which is 10%. And they have a bunch of other classic cocktails that are at 8%, and they have a hard seltzer. So, I don't know who. And this also says, and maybe for those health conscious very health conscious, gluten free. So, or hey, so I don't know who just distributed this or who's behind this. Something tells me maybe under the guidance of our friends at Boston Beer Company. Maybe I could be wrong, but we'll do a little more digging. But anyway, here is what this is. Now, Long Island Iced Tea has a lot of different. The real Long Island Iced Tea has a lot of different things added into it. You have rum, you got tequila, you got vodka, you got this and that. The real, according to a couple of websites I looked at. So, but this is a very old school, very popular drink. I remember having this when I went to TGI Fridays the first time, going back to see what the whole majig was. This Long Island Iced Tea. This is when I became of drinking age, 1997. Yeah. Way back in the time machine with that one, but so here's what a cocktail looks like. Yeah. There you go. There's no need to sniff this, guys. It's a malt beverage. So, yeah. Cheers. Pretty decent. I mean, again, like I said, it's a malt beverage. I mean, how do you analyze a malt beverage? It's nice. I had this in the freezer, super cold. I didn't want it too cold to freeze on me, but good enough. So, it is flavorful. You taste the tea. I'm guessing there is a little bit of that. There's a little of some of that rum, maybe so I would say more so dark liquor flavor I'm getting in this. I decided to use rum in this. It is sweet. There's a little cola flavor, but it's okay. I mean, I ain't gonna look at this as anything more than just that. It's just, again, it's a malt beverage. Um, I'm sure y'all been noticing. When you go to the stores, we are in a very competitive. Excuse me, the industry is extremely competitive. The beer drinkers are competing with the spirit drinkers, and the spirit drinkers are competing with the wine drinkers, and the wine drinkers are competing with the beer drinkers, and so on and so forth. Everybody's competing against each other right now, trying to bring out the best product for the top dollar for you, the consumer. You and me, the consumer. If you want to go back, you look at the success of the Rita line going back about maybe in the early mid 2000s, 2007 to 2005 or 4 or 5. When that was such a big deal. When everybody was trying to compete, and saw the success of it, that AB InBev, before they were merged, before they became AB InBev, Anheuser-Busch InBev, everyone saw like, wow, and now you have the seltzer line, the hard seltzer, or the hard soda, and the hard root beer, all that stuff. I think all is attributed to that. Seeing, hey, beer drinkers don't really want to drink the light stuff. They want something a little more punch and added a little more kick. And then if you want to go back even further back to the days of the wine cooler, Seagram's and the Bartles and James wine coolers, they were all like, we like this. These wine coolers are really good. This is even the days of Zima, these malt beverages, We're not drinking beer. We're not going to drink wine. We're not going to drink spirits. But we'll drink something that we want a good feel of, but also we want to have a good time. But we want to be on our best behavior. Now, I'm guessing the real, authentic Long Island iced tea, would be a little more, punch to this, a little more booze, a little more liquor. Again, I never really thought much of the drink when I first time I had it. I thought, okay, it's all right, So, as we see now, even now the cocktails in the can, extremely popular. People love those cocktails in the can. Just get all the best flavors, the best, you got your whiskey sour, you got your, White Russian, you have this, all that, all these different cocktails in a can. So, again, you're competing. People want to get their bang for the buck. Me personally, again, I'm not a big Long Island iced tea person, but I'm sure people would say, give me the original, give me the authentic, give me the real deal before I, buy something in a can. So, I guess that's just my thoughts on that. But the name Hard Rock, of course, we all know Hard Rock Hotel, Hard Rock Restaurants, synonymous, for almost, I would say, 4 decades now, going back to the 80s, So, like I said, I want to know who's involved in this. The folks, the real people behind the scenes, But again, for what it is, it's a good beverage. A good, nice malt beverage just to have. And it's inexpensive. You're not gonna pay a lot for it. I only pay $1.79 for this plus tax. So it came up to maybe around $2 something or $1.99 and change at the package store I bought this at. So looking for what it is a inexpensive, something to kind of get you, you want to you're on a budget, you know, looking for something to really to enjoy, this would be this. And at 10%, it will take you to some places, good places, but hopefully those places are at home, you know, not out on the street with friends and you hop in the car. Please don't do that. Don't do that. But anyway. It's decent. It's a good malt beverage. I can't really go on and say nothing further than that. A good malt beverage. So that's my view on it. I'll say for what it is, I go B on this one. This is going to be a B and 8.2. So for those who like, you know, who like your Long Island iced tea the original way, which I say the original way is the best way, do that. But if you don't want to do all the work, I'm going to get this, go ahead, get this. But be warned, you know what you're going to get. So not be warned in a bad way, but be warned in a good way. So there it is. I'll be fair, 8.2. So B score, B minus, or B score, B minus, close to a B. For the Hard Rock Long Island iced tea, 2 flavors. You got this one, and also you have the Hurricane. So check it out. You may like it, you may not, but yeah. So. John Henderson, Pierre, the Beverage Ramilton. Keep on watching. As always, cheers, live, laugh, and love. Long Island iced tea. Going to the island.